Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to you about a practice that is both powerful and transformative: fasting with purpose. Fasting is not simply about abstaining from food. It's about disconnecting from the world around you and reconnecting with your inner self, your spirit, and with the divine. You see, in the hustle and bustle of life, we often get caught up in distractions, in noise, in busyness. But fasting, true fasting, pulls you out of that whirlwind. It gives you a moment of stillness, a moment of clarity, where you can hear the voice of God, the whispers of your own heart, and the truth that lies deep within you. When you fast with purpose, you're not just giving up food, you're giving up your distractions. You're choosing to clear your mind, to sharpen your focus, to align yourself with a higher calling. This is where true clarity is born. Your mind is no longer fogged by the chaos of everyday life. Instead, it becomes sharp, focused, and ready to receive what the universe, what God, what your own purpose has to offer.
And let me tell you, fasting with purpose is not just about getting closer to your dreams, it's about breaking the chains that hold you back. There are strongholds, there are barriers, there are chains that bind us, whether they are addictions, unhealthy habits, toxic mindsets, or fears that keep us from moving forward. But fasting with purpose is a tool, a weapon of spiritual warfare that can break those chains. It empowers you to step out of bondage and into the freedom that is waiting for you. Now, fasting is not a punishment. It's a season of renewal. Just as your body needs to detox and cleanse, your spirit and soul need the same treatment. Fasting gives you the opportunity to cleanse yourself from the things that weigh you down. It heals your soul, restores your strength, and revives your spirit. It's a time of restoration. Just like spring cleanses the earth, fasting cleanses your soul. But here's the secret. When you fast with purpose, you must do so with expectation. Don't just fast because you feel like it's a spiritual duty. Fast because you expect something greater. You expect transformation. You expect to hear God's voice more clearly. You expect breakthroughs, insights, and clarity in your life. You are planting seeds of faith when you fast with expectation.
When we fast, we are not simply giving up food or other physical comforts. We are engaging in a powerful act of sacrifice, choosing to put aside our immediate physical desires in favor of something greater. This sacrifice clears the clutter from our minds and spirits, making room for what truly matters. It is in this space, freed from distractions, that we begin to experience a remarkable shift in our clarity and focus. Our senses become sharpened and our attention becomes more acute. The noise of the world begins to fade, and we can hear the deeper, more authentic call of our purpose. In the absence of food or distractions, something incredible happens. We begin to see with new eyes. When we let go of the usual sources of comfort and routine, we are forced to focus inward, to face what we've been avoiding, and to confront the things that need attention in our lives. This intentional act of removing distractions provides us with a clearer lens through which to view our goals, our struggles, and our purpose. What seemed muddled and confusing becomes more defined. We no longer feel weighed down by the chaos of our thoughts and emotions, because fasting creates an intentional pause that allows us to reset. Sacrifice brings a new level of clarity, not only in our minds, but in our hearts. As we fast, we move beyond surface level concerns and get to the core of what truly matters to us. We begin to understand the things that are blocking our way, whether they are negative thought patterns, unhealthy attachments, or unnecessary distractions. By fasting, we remove those barriers and create the mental space necessary to focus on what is truly important: our relationships, our personal growth, our spiritual journey, and our future. This process of sacrifice doesn't just clarify what we want, it helps us rediscover who we are meant to be. The clarity gained through fasting isn't just limited to understanding our immediate needs, but it opens our hearts to the greater picture. It gives us the strength to face challenges with a renewed perspective and courage. What once seemed overwhelming now feels more manageable because we've learned to focus on what matters most. We can hear God's guidance more clearly, and the path ahead becomes less blurry. Our vision is sharpened and our goals become more attainable because we are no longer distracted by the small, trivial things that so often consume our energy. In essence, fasting is not just about sacrificing food. It's about creating the space to reflect, reset, and refocus. It brings us back to the present moment, removes distractions, and allows us to hone in on what truly matters. When we fast with intention, we sharpen our focus, clarify our goals, and become more attuned to our deeper purpose, which guides us toward the life we are meant to live. Fasting with purpose is not just about removing something from your life. It is about filling that space with intentionality. You see, when we fast, it's easy to simply focus on the act of sacrifice, but the real power lies in what we do with the opportunity that sacrifice presents. You can't fast effectively without a clear, intentional purpose behind it. It's not enough to just give up food or other comforts. Fasting should be an act of spiritual and mental alignment, a decision to recalibrate your life in a focused direction. If you fast without intention, you risk simply going through the motions without experiencing any transformation. When you fast with purpose, you are actively choosing to take control of your spiritual journey. You aren't just stepping away from physical things. You are stepping into a space where you can focus on what you need to heal, what you need to understand, and what you need to move forward in your life. This intentionality requires that you be honest with yourself about your needs. Ask yourself, what am I seeking in this season of my life? What change do I need? What breakthrough do I desire? By identifying these questions, you are defining your purpose in the fast. You are aligning your sacrifice with your desire for growth, clarity, or healing. The power of fasting with purpose comes when you treat the experience as a season of growth. You don't approach fasting passively. You engage actively in the process of transformation. This intentionality helps you stay grounded during your fast, even when distractions and temptations try to pull you off course. When your purpose is clearly defined, your focus sharpens, your sacrifice takes on deeper meaning, and you approach your fast not as a mere act of denial, but as an opportunity for meaningful change. This is why fasting with purpose is so powerful. It turns a simple act of self-denial into a profound tool for transformation. Every moment of sacrifice is an opportunity to align yourself with the greater purpose that God, the universe, or your own spirit has for you. So as you fast, always remember that your fast must be intentional. It must be rooted in a clear vision for what you want to manifest in your life. When you fast with purpose, you don't just surrender your physical desires. You make room for spiritual, emotional, and mental growth that leads to the life you're meant to live. Fasting with purpose is a powerful way to confront and dismantle the strongholds in our lives, the things that hold us back, weigh us down, and keep us from stepping into the fullness of our potential. These strongholds can come in many forms: addictions, unhealthy habits, toxic relationships, limiting beliefs, or even persistent fear and doubt. Often, these forces are deeply ingrained in our lives, shaping the way we think, act, and interact with the world around us. But fasting offers a unique opportunity to break free from these chains and reclaim control over our minds, bodies, and spirits. When you fast with purpose, you are engaging in a spiritual battle. You are confronting the very things that have kept you bound for far too long, whether it's an unhealthy attachment to food, a destructive mindset, or a behavior that undermines your well-being. These strongholds are not just physical, they're emotional, mental, and spiritual. Fasting provides a way to tear down these walls that have been built over time, slowly and steadily, often without us realizing it. Through this act of sacrifice, you begin to break through the barriers that limit your growth and prevent you from fully embracing your purpose. The power of fasting lies in the fact that it forces you to confront these strongholds head on. When you fast, you don't just ignore or push aside the issues that have been holding you back. You face them directly. Every moment that you resist temptation, every moment that you deny your body's natural craving for comfort is a step toward breaking free from the grips of those strongholds. It is in these moments of resistance that you discover the strength and power within you to overcome the very things that have tried to control you. As you continue to fast with purpose, the chains of old patterns, addictions, and doubts begin to lose their grip. You start to walk in a new sense of freedom, empowered to live the life you were always meant to live. And it's in that freedom that you find the courage to face your challenges, the strength to overcome your obstacles, and the confidence to walk boldly toward your future. Fasting with purpose is not just about denying yourself, it's about breaking free from the things that have held you captive and embracing the life of abundance and growth that lies ahead. Fasting is often seen as an act of self-denial, but it is far more than that. At its core, fasting is a season of renewal, a time set aside to cleanse your body, mind, and spirit from the distractions and burdens that accumulate over time. Just as our bodies need physical rest and detoxification, so too does our spirit require moments of purification and renewal. We often carry emotional and spiritual weight that over time clouds our judgment, stifles our growth, and prevents us from fully embracing the abundant life we are meant to live. Fasting then becomes a process of release and renewal, allowing us to shed the old and make room for the new. In the rush of daily life, we accumulate layers of stress, anxiety, negative emotions, and unhealthy attachments. These things can weigh us down, preventing us from moving freely and fully into our purpose. When we fast, we create an intentional space to let go of these burdens and release the things that no longer serve us. It's like clearing away the clutter in a room so that the light can shine through. Fasting helps us open up to a deeper sense of peace, clarity, and freedom. It allows us to purify our hearts, mind, and soul from the distractions and impurities that have accumulated over time, restoring us to a place of balance and alignment. The beauty of fasting as a season of renewal is that it is never just a one-time event. It becomes a continual practice of cleansing and growth, creating the foundation for a life that is ever evolving and ever developing. Each fast provides an opportunity to start fresh, to rebuild, and to transform. As we move forward, we carry the strength and wisdom gained from this time of renewal, which helps us navigate the challenges of life with greater grace and confidence. In this process of renewal, we learn that fasting is not just about denying ourselves, but about making room for something greater. It is about creating space for the new life, new energy, and new vision that are waiting for us. Through fasting, we enter into a season where we are restored, rejuvenated, and realigned with the divine plan for our lives, ready to walk forward with a renewed sense of purpose and vitality. When you fast with purpose, you are not simply participating in a temporary act of self-denial. You are positioning yourself for transformation. This isn't just about making it through the fast. It's about stepping into a new season with great expectation for what is to come. The power of fasting with expectation lies in the belief that when you make a sacrifice, you are creating the space for something greater to manifest in your life. You are planting seeds of faith, and like any seed, those seeds will grow, flourish, and bear fruit. The key here is expectation, the deep-rooted belief that fasting is not just a practice, but an investment in the future you are creating. Expecting transformation during your fast doesn't just mean hoping for change. It means actively anticipating that breakthrough, clarity, healing, or new direction that you are seeking. The very act of fasting becomes a prayer, a declaration of faith, a statement to the universe or to God that you believe your circumstances will shift, your desires will be fulfilled, and your purpose will unfold. This expectation fuels your fast and keeps you engaged even during the difficult moments when your body craves comfort or your mind begins to wander back to old habits. Expectation propels you forward, pushing you to stay grounded in your purpose and reminding you that you are aligning yourself with a higher calling. So when you fast with expectation, remember that this is not just a sacrifice. It is an investment in your future. It is a seed planted, a belief in progress, and a declaration that something powerful is on the horizon. As you move through your fast, keep your heart open, your mind focused, and your spirit expectant, knowing that the best is yet to come. In conclusion, fasting with purpose is not just about the act of sacrifice, it is about creating space for transformation, clarity, and renewal in our lives. It is a deliberate decision to remove distractions, to break free from the strongholds that bind us, and to realign ourselves with a higher calling. When we fast with purpose, we don't just go without, we open ourselves to new possibilities, greater insights, and a deeper connection with our true selves. Each step of the fast brings us closer to the person we are meant to become as we gain clarity, build strength, and foster the kind of discipline that allows us to walk boldly in our purpose. Through fasting, we break down the barriers that hold us back, confront the things that limit us, and make space for growth and healing. And as we fast with expectation, we do so with the belief that transformation is not only possible, but inevitable. The act of fasting becomes a sacred invitation to step into the fullness of our potential, to live with intention, and to trust that the best is yet to come. So as we embrace this practice, let us do so with purpose, with anticipation, and with the unshakable belief that the sacrifice we make today will lead us to a brighter, more purposeful tomorrow.